So we know, resilience is the ability to cope with unforeseen disruptions and resume normal operations quickly. Let's break that down. What does that mean? First, resilience is not about avoiding risks but about getting back. Second, it is an ability, so you can acquire it. Third, you need to cope even with unforeseen risks. How can supply chain finance increase resilience? What role does technology play as an enabler? Can supply chain finance impede supply chain resilience? Today's Supply Chain Finance Hub will provide answers from many perspectives. With our Supply Chain Finance Hub, we created a format to connect all relevant stakeholders and share the latest insight. We connect academia with industry. We connect experts with those who seek expert opinions. We connect managers from small firms with managers from large firms. We connect managers from family-owned businesses with managers in public firms. We connect you with us. And here is your host for today, Professor David Woodker.
We see unprecedented disruptions in supply chains. Basic goods could not be supplied in many regions for a long time. Governments closed borders between countries in the European Union deemed unimaginable. Authorities closed entire ports. Energy prices kept skyrocketing, and acquiring certain commodities and semiconductors became virtually impossible for many. Some say we need more supply chain resilience. I'm one of them. I go further and say we need innovative approaches to bespoke resilience, approaches that are as individual as supply chains. Firms must understand their supply chain processes deeply and have excellent supply chain visibility. They must know the flexibilities and limits to flexibility, to plan their responses to even unforeseen risks. Research has discussed many aspects of what firms could potentially do. However, here is an interesting observation. Perhaps some of you have also observed this. Most firms ask, how can my firm increase resilience? But why not ask, how can my supply chain increase resilience? How can I enable my suppliers and customers to become even more resilient? By truly enabling other supply chain members, I believe firms can unlock potential resilience far beyond their capabilities. In my view, it is not enough in today's global, interconnected, accelerated economy to focus on goods, services, and information flows. Firms must master the financial flows along their supply chains. For instance, firms can ensure faster payment of their suppliers, thus improving their working capital and leading to more flexibility. Firms can proactively facilitate financing to their suppliers to invest in becoming more resilient. And that is what our Supply Chain Finance Hub today is about. How can firms increase resilience using supply chain finance? Following our tradition, today's Supply Chain Finance Hub is a virtual event connecting people from all around the globe. Over 500 registrations from 38 countries. That is pretty impressive, even tops our former Supply Chain Finance Hubs. But this is also more than a remarkable statistic. It further shows that it's time that we find answers. We are the TUM, the Technical University of Munich. We are broadcasting today from our campus in Heilbronn, Germany. Since we started here a few years back, our School of Management has grown rapidly. research and teaching are designed to build bridges between management and technology in a dynamic, international environment. This creates modern fields of research, such as those related to digital transformation and supply chain finance, which are usually used by many companies in the Heilbronn-Franken region and worldwide. And while I'm happy to see so many people from all across Germany and all around the globe, it is a great pleasure to see so many managers from the Heilbronn-Franken region today too. I'm David, assistant professor of supply chain management, and I'm your host today. And here's our roadmap. After my welcoming address, each expert will exactly answer one question and has a maximum of 4 minutes. No time to get distracted or even off topic. Then, around 3:45 German time, that's in 45 minutes, we have a networking break. As you notice, we have an online platform that allows for better and even more dynamic networking than in the past. After the networking break, at 4 p.m. German time, we will have our panel discussion with all experts, and I look forward to an engaging conversation. During this event, you may post questions via Slido, which is integrated into our streaming platform and should be visible on your screen. Our team will review them and will address them in the panel. You can upvote the most burning questions if we get more than what we can possibly handle in that short amount of time. Finally, I thank our great team at TUM Campus Heilbronn for their extremely valuable support. Besides my current PhD students Bigimai Malinova, Sairam Sriraman, and Munal Moadika, Dr. Franziska Schmidt and Charlotte Koch have incredibly supported this event. They are also heavily involved today, tomorrow, and Thursday. And as always, if all goes well, you won't even notice them. But believe me, they do a fantastic job and they are here. Also, I would like to thank our marketing team who have done a tremendous job in preparation. And without them, many of you, let's face it, would not be here today. Let me finally thank Kerstin Besema, head of our PR, who is invaluable for connecting us to newspapers and magazines to help convey the knowledge we will gain together today, in the next 2 hours, and tomorrow and on Thursday, and help to share this knowledge to media outlets about supply chain finance in the region. That's it. Enough talking from my end. Let's find answers together. And remember, always ask questions on Slido at any time.